Good morning, Courtney. How are you today?
Doing well. How are you?
Very good. Thank you so much for allowing me to record this portion of the interview. We've already chatted a little bit about your experience, so now I'm going to give you the opportunity to tell me a little bit about how you work. So I'd like to go ahead and get started. Why don't you tell me how you ensure attention to detail and how you maintain the strong organizational skills in your work?
So it's really important to me. I use, all types of different things, but Excel is probably my favorite tool to stay organized. And then also like calendar, just kind of making sure that I jot down every note and then going back and kind of reviewing them throughout the day to make sure that nothing is missed.
Okay, great. And you mentioned Excel. What do you feel that your experience with Excel is, your proficiency?
I've kind of used it across all of the positions that I've held for different things. So a lot of it I use for like tracking purposes. In my last position, for gosh, like UPS and FedEx packages was a lot, and then we did like different formulas on them to calculate costs and like volume and that type of
Perfect.
thing.
Okay, so you can create the formulas, and do you know how to create a spreadsheet?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Can you tell me about a situation that you had to work under pressure to meet strict deadlines and how you handled that?
Oh goodness. Probably every day, and especially like with a full office when we would do like big corporate events within like the Capco office. Like, you just had like questions coming left and right, and you kind of had to just prioritize them and kind of like knock them out one at a time instead of like letting it overwhelm me. I feel like in a stressful situation, I'm kind of like the calm being, like to calm everybody down in the office and kind of be like, all right, like if everyone's stressing out, we're not going to get anything done. So I'm kind of that person that keeps everybody even and like just kind of knocks things out as they come instead of panicking, you know?
Okay,
Yeah.
absolutely. And so when you were at Capco, tell me a little bit about what you did at that job. Like, what were your job responsibilities?
So I was in charge. My role was office manager. So I was kind of in charge of the daily like flow of the office environment. So I managed the reception and mailroom team to make sure that those run smoothly. And then kind of like the office maintenance, making sure that everything, in the office was taken care of, whether it was from like maintenance checks to the desk setups with the IT team. We worked really closely with them as well. And kind of what I did a lot of like we had a high security office because it was financial consulting, so
Mhm.
we did a lot of the badges, like issuing badges, whether it was for like in office employees or visitors. So that was a really big part of our day, kind of keeping logs. And that's another thing that I used Excel for was creating spreadsheets of all the badges that were issued as well.
Okay. And what type of company is Capco? You said financial. What do they
It's
do?
a financial consulting firm.
Okay.
So yeah.
All righty. And so then in your last position, tell me about what you did there and what type of company that was.
Thumbprint was a marketing and gosh, print company. And they
Hmm.
did like a lot of the logistics for larger companies. So we worked a lot with like Advent Health was a very large client of ours. So we would do like all the print and promotional materials for them, as well as like storing in house and negotiating prices for the items that they want. So we kind of worked from start to finish of all of their marketing campaigns and kind of
Okay.
assisted them with that.
And you were an account manager for them?
Yes. Yep. So I worked,
Okay.
I was kind of the liaison between the salesperson and our client. So it's kind
Okay.
of, so I would kind of present them with, reports or presentations that the sales team would gather. And then I would take the client's feedback and, kind of manage their requests and really anything just to make them happy. And then we would just go back and forth until the project was complete.
Okay. And then I understood that you were overseeing all of the new business to generate sales leads and negotiating the client pricing, and you were doing
Mhm.
some forecasting with revenue.
Yes. Yeah, so we would work, whether it was more like inside sales that we would do. So we would work with like a new client that we got, and I would kind of put together a presentation with just like items that I thought would be best fit for them, or maybe something that they, didn't once think of, and kind of do put their logo on it or make up print materials and kind of get pricing for different items and present it to them to try to, increase business with our
Okay.
current clients.
All right. And then before that, I see that you worked in government you were an assistant to a city clerk. So were
Yes.
you working with like budgets and things like that for that particular position?
A little bit, yeah. I would kind of, it was kind of a like assistant role, like an executive assistant to the clerk. So anything
Hmm.
that she needed help with, I would do. So definitely budgeting would come into that. Calendar scheduling, again, reports, anything that she needed. I was kind of her right hand man.
Okay, well, great, great. Um, so I'd love to go ahead and finish this part of the interview with just a little fun fact. So, um, tell me something fun about yourself.
Oh goodness. People always find it interesting that I have lived in Florida my whole life. I don't know why, but I'm a native Floridian. So,
Okay,
beach girl, went to UCF, kind of stayed local. So
okay,
that's, yeah,
yeah,
you'll
I love
always.
that. Absolutely love that. And when you said you went to UCF, tell me about what was your major?
So I majored in marketing and then undergrad, or sorry, a minor in business administration.
Okay, wonderful.
Mm.
Um, let's see here. All right, well, great. Thank you so much for Courtney for taking the time to speak with me. You were referred to me by another contact that I have, and they spoke very, very highly of you. So it was really nice to be able to finally speak with you and to hear a little bit about what your experience is. You're a very marketable candidate. Highly placeable. So
Mhm.
don't hang up. We got a few more things to talk about and what that all
Okay.
looks like. All right,
All
just a
right.
moment.
Well, thank you so much.